Hey guys, this is Daniel from the Blue Square, and I just wanted to give you a heads up that this episode something funky happened and it only recorded this speaker view on our Zoom call instead of all four squares. So this one's going to be a little different of a look. It's going to bounce around to the whoever's talking, but you're only going to see one of us at a time. But this is not our normal thing. It was just a mistake because mistakes happen. And because John's not on this episode, I'm assuming it's John's fault. So we're going to blame him for this. And if you guys don't like the way this looked, just let us know in the comments that John is to blame. And I'm sure Hansa will let him know that you guys are displeased. But regardless of what it looks like, the audio is great. Well, great for our standards. And yeah, the show's still entertaining. And Ty got to join us again for his third episode. So why don't you stick around and watch this top 10 list.
Welcome to Around the Board, a show where four board game enthusiasts debate tabletop games and more. In this episode, it's episode 73. We're recording on Wednesday, November 12th, 2025, which just so happens to be my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom! Not that it's relevant to today's show in any way whatsoever. Speaking of today's show, we're going to once again play a competitive cooperative game. You heard me right, competitive cooperative. We're gonna try and come up with a top 10 list. This time, the subject is the top 10 games everyone should play at least once. So, with that said, let's meet today's contestants. Representing the blue people of the free world, including all the Smurfs, it's Daniel Connors. Playing for all the yellow folks out there, including Sneetches that live on beaches and all the minions, it's Ty Williams. Fighting it out for the purple citizens of Earth, including Grimace and Waluigi, it's Kelly McLaughlin. And last but certainly least, yours truly, Andy Barnett will be dueling with the green guys, for them in fact, including Yoda, Shrek, and my wife Jessica after she rides any ride at an amusement park. Now, let's get to the show. How's everybody doing?
Doing great. Just so you know, I vetoed all of you and approved myself, so I am in the lead.
Did you like my reference there? I tried to pull out, I was like trying to figure out what the most obscure, well, not obscure, but interesting colored people are. And so I got, for yellow, I got Sneetches. Remember Sneetches?
No, I'm going to have to look them up.
It's from Dr. Seuss, the Sneetches.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yes.
The star-bellied Sneetches. And then there were some without the stars.
So, Ty, are you a star-belly Sneetch? Or no, not a star-belly Sneetch? We need to see your belly to confirm.
Just checked. I am a non-star-bellied Sneetch.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
That's all.
Pixar, it ain't real.
What have you guys been playing lately?
Well, I and Kelly and I, and John, and even you, Andy, we all got played, bagged and boarded.
We did.
I think we talked about last show, too. It is a pre-release copy, and the designers went ahead and sent us a copy of it so that we could bring it to Meeple-a-thon, which is this weekend.
Nice.
Which Ty is going to be here. Which, hey, if you guys haven't met Ty yet, he's been in a couple episodes now. He's our last-minute fill-in whenever someone gets a toothache or just wants to rage quit or something. Then we say, "Hey, Ty, can you fill in?" And he's always available.
Always. Never said no.
They call him Ty on the spot.
That's right. But back to bagged and boarded.
Oh, yeah, bagged and boarded. Go ahead.
Yeah. We all played this game. We're going to review it on the show for the episode of Daniel is Wrong, because we did an episode where Andy is wrong, and we plan to do an episode for each of us. And this is the one we're going to review, but it comes out next year. So kind of a big deal for our little channel here that we actually got a pre-released copy. But I think so far we're all pretty hot on it. So we'll get a few more plays and see if we can keep that momentum up.
Save it for the show.
Save
it for the show.
This is the show. This is the show.
I'm the show where we review it. I'll just mind wipe you all.
Okay.
It's okay.
Well, I got to play a pretty complex game the other day. First time I played Distilled, and I kind of liked it. You guys played Distilled?
No.
Yeah, I have.
It wasn't bad.
Did not like it.
Really? You didn't like it?
What?
Did not.
I thought, well, first of all,
Did
John
you understand it?
I don't know. I can't speak for John, but I bet he loves it because thematically it really works very well.
Well, John doesn't know a lot about making beer, so while it's thematic, it may be lost on him.
It's a better theme than Heaven and Ale. And that's something, right?
Oh, I mean,
That's
it's hard. It's a high bar.
It is. It is. So I played that, and I also got a second play of Natera in, and we've yet to play it right. We realized
Oh.
halfway through the game we were messing something up. Every time it's not going to matter until we do a review of it, but just for Daniel's sake, this is insider information. Every time you place a guy in a section, you're supposed to move up the what do you call it? The authority.
Not just your leader.
Not just your leader, any guy that goes
Oh, that
changes
does make a big
everything
difference.
totally. Yes.
Yeah.
Makes it very different. Very
Cool.
Kelly,
Kelly, what have you been playing?
Yeah, what have you been playing?
Lost Ruins of Arnak with the Leaders expansion, which that game does not get old for me. Every time I play it, I enjoy it.
Agreed.
I'm ready to try out the campaign.
Yeah, I actually set up the campaign after we played, Kelly, and got it all set up. Thought about playing it, but then I invited you and John over for Magnum boarded. So I was like, well, I guess I got to put it away. But it looked cool.
What do you mean
exciting.
by campaign? Is it like a legacy thing?
Campaign and legacies are two different things. Let me school you enthusiasts here. Campaigns are an ongoing story, but it doesn't change the game dramatically. Like you don't rip up cards and you don't put stickers on the board. Legacy makes it to where there are permanent changes based on your decisions. So Arnak has a campaign version that is either solo or at best 2 players.
Ah.
Yes.
Thanks, Daniel.
You're welcome.
One of these days, I'm going to have to take an entire month and just play solo games and see how I feel about myself afterwards.
Well, who's going to teach you the rules, Andy?
That's a good point.
Really
Very good
question.
AI. I will ask AI. We should do that. We should ask AI to teach us the rules of board games and see if it's at all accurate. I'm sure it's completely inaccurate.
I'm sure it will teach us the rules just as well as I teach the rules. So you can't.
That's true.
It's probably lateral at the very best, very worst.
Ty, you played anything
Daniel's
interesting lately?
actually really good.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Las Vegas Royale with my friends. It's just the game that I've been throwing onto the table for people for the last month, and everyone's been loving it. I also played with a new group recently and introduced to them No Thanks, and they wanted to play it 5 times in a row.
Oh.
They loved it that much. I'd never met a group of people who loved this game that much, but it was a hit with all 6 of them. It was crazy.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good one to play a lot of.
Were they gamers or were they non-gamers?
I would say they're casual, very, very
casual gamers. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense that they got that excited about No Thanks then, because No Thanks is a quality game, really good. But sometimes when you're in the hobby for too long, you're just like, I want to play the big meaty games, not these really crazy small games.
Well, Daniel, you'll appreciate this. Simple games played a lot. I've been addicted to. When I play on Board Game Arena, I get simple games and I just play it a ton of times. I get addicted. So for a while, for the longest time, it was Carcassonne, then it was Jaipur, and then most recently it had been Lost Cities. Guess what I'm playing now all the time?
Color Pop.
Flip 7.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the best game in the world.
That's right. I've played so many games of Flip 7, it's ridiculous.
Continue talking. I'll be right back. Seriously, go.
Oh no, I know what he's gonna do, folks.
I've scared him off. I don't know what he's gonna do.
Look at this box.
Yeah?
This is a box of Flip 7, and this is just one half of the box of Flip 7. The op has agreed to be a sponsor at FBC GameCon and have sent us 64 copies of Flip 7. So
that's
there
awesome.
We go.
Thank you very much.
And they did this even after your opinion.
I mean, I showed them. I sent them a link of our show. I did not send them the link of where I reviewed Flip 7.
Very cool. I'm excited. And if they're watching this show and they didn't watch the other show where you reviewed it, don't worry, folks. Some of us are sane and reasonable and appreciate the good gameness that you have made. The good, greatest game. Greatest card game.
All right. Well, with the thanks to Flip 7 and the rundown of what we played this week, I think the viewers are here for something more exciting than that even.
That's right.
It's time to play the game. Time to play the game.
That's right, Around the Board is all about playing games. Sometimes we have judges that give us points. Today, it's a little bit different. It's one of our top 10 lists. And how does that work? We each go around the board nominating games, and everyone has 2 vetoes. If you run out of your vetoes, and all of us run out of vetoes, we're stuck with whatever somebody puts on the list. So it can be quite disastrous. I'm looking at you, Andy, and Fliptoons. So we have to work together and against one another to compile this amazing list. So the topic again is top 10 games you should play at least once. So Daniel, lead us off.
Oh, should we ask the producer who should start?
Oh, let's.
Are you taking the producer's job?
I'm just taking the producer's job.
Andy, you will rue the day that you take my job and cross me. Now, Daniel, you will start.
Okay, he agreed with you. Good job, Mandy.
Nice.
Lucky you.
You're talking to your dog again?
I would not call Randy my dog.
Bark once.
So he does do what I tell him.
Poor Randy.
Wow. Before we get into this, I do want to ask you guys, did you have any specific criteria of how you form this? Because I did think about like a gamer and not just like every person on the street. Like if you're a gamer, I think you should try out these games. Is that kind of where everybody else was at? Ty, where were you at on the thought process?
I made a list of games that kind of have one-of-a-kind mechanics, in my opinion. Games that you're not going to get the same kind of mechanic in any other kind of game. It does something special.
Yeah, I thought about doing that direction. I try to avoid that completely, but it's definitely the spirit of this. Kelly, did you have criteria? I know you struggled with coming up with some games initially.
My criteria was I actually went against the grain with myself. No hotness. Tried to go with things that maybe had a little bit of buzz or maybe forgotten a little too quickly.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. Andy, what was your rationale?
Well, as usual, your topics are very ambiguous and can be interpreted in many different ways. So I kind of went all over the place with this. I thought, well, is this the same as gateway games? Is this the same as is this for gamers? So I don't know. I came up with a list. I really don't know what the criteria is. I just think they're unique games. Unique games that everybody should try at least once.
All right. I mean, let's be honest. That's what this list embodies, is uniqueness. So guys, now that Randy has thrown it to me, let's my responsibility to come up with the first one. And since I so often get vetoed, I gotta really think of a good one here. And I'm gonna go with, if you guys veto this one, then I'm gonna throw the rest of the list away. I'm gonna start off strong here, and I'm gonna go with the new hotness. That's right, Heat Pedal to the Metal. Now, the reason that everyone needs to play this game is that it is by far the definitive racing game. There are other games that have come into the hobby who have done a great job. Formula D has usually had that mantle before, but that requires die rolling, Formula D.
Day?
What?
Do?
Day? Formula Day.
D.
That's what Chris likes to call it Formula Day, because that's the old man version of it. But yeah, it's dice rolling. It's still a little bit lucky, even though there's some cool gearing up mechanics. And then my favorite prior to Heat was Snowtails, because it's such a unique experience. But Heat gives you that action pack, thrill-seeking adventure that you're looking for in a racing game, and it does it with such strategic precision, and it's so fine-tuned that you are never out of this game, even when you do your worst. Okay, well, there are actually times you could be out of the game because you are just that bad, but you can spin out on the first lap. You can just not draw the cards you need right away, and you still have a great chance of winning this game. And Heat is just one of the best racing car games that have when it came around. And I'm going to put the caveat too, is that lately we have been playing with producer Randy's homemade expansion for it, which has turned the game into a campaign game. And it is actually taken the game from here to here, because now instead of drafting your unique cards that you get to put into your deck, you're actually buying them, and you're buying them by getting sponsors. And when you're sponsors, they pay you based on the positions you're in, and just makes the game really cool. You can tell which course you're going to go to next, because there's like 8 different speedways, and there's just a lot going on in this game. Fantastic game that everyone needs to try, because like Ty said, this is one of the best in the I mean, he didn't say that about this game. He just said the best of its class, and that's heat, best of the class.
What about downforce?
Yeah, we don't talk about downforce on this show.
He thinks it's garbage. All right, well,
What about Flamme Rouge?
yeah, that's
Flamme
another one.
This is actually in the spirits of Flamme Rouge. It's probably closest to Flamme Rouge than anything else. But man, this blows Flamme Rouge out of the water. So good.
All right, well, let's see how we voted here. Do we do this one at a
We
time?
have
I
no
can't remember.
comments. Nobody has
No.
anything. We just agree.
Yeah.
Like, I personally think this sounds like a sunburn waiting to happen, but I've never been interested in playing this ever.
Wow.
Daniel and his enthusiasm has never changed my mind, and it sounds like it's a 3-hour game. Half the time when I hear people talking about it, yeah, I'd rather play something else.
Kelly, you have never been more wrong in your entire life than you are on this heat. It is so exciting. It is not a 3-hour game. It's 2 hours, and get over yourself and play the game. It's wonderful.
I almost put this on my list. It is not on my list, but I almost put it on there because it's a racing game that does something that not even Downforce, all the other racing games do not come close to this game. I almost put it on my list. It's that good.
Nice.
I love it.
So I'll just say this. I've only played it once, and it was enjoyable. And I do want to play it more. I don't know why I haven't got it to the table. Well, I don't own it, first of all, but I think it was a good game, and I'd like to play it more. So I'm gonna let's give our votes.
Yeah.
On 3 here. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, come on. Yeah, Kelly approved it. I had to win you
Right.
over. Did I win you over with my insults?
No, what you won was John convinced me to like a game I have hated a lot, and I'm not going to say what it is because we're going to do it on a future show.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt here, Daniel. I'll need to play it to actually back my comment up.
Wait.
Good,
Kelly,
good.
are you telling me there's a game you can't refuse?
Oh, potentially.
Might have been a spoiler.
Easter egg. Anyway.
All right. Well, I got the first game on the list. I don't know
Look
if I've
at
ever
you.
been the first one with one on the list. I'm feeling good. And Unstoppable, even. Actually, that's probably the last one that will be on the list. Ty, I want to say this before Ty was on our episode of Games to Play after Gen Con, and it was the top 10 games from Gen Con. And Ty is the first person in around the board history who had one veto left and vetoed himself. So that's the kind of guy we're playing with here, Ty. The nicest, friendliest guy, and I am looking forward to vetoing all of yours.
Don't let them expect your next move. Don't even let yourself expect your next move.
What do you
Let's
got?
see. Let's see if you can get the second one on the list.
All right. I'm looking at my list here, and I am going to throw out a game that I think is deserving of being on this list. I'm going to throw out the game Arboretum. Okay. The reason I'm throwing out Arboretum is because I think it is just the ultimate, simplest hand management game out there. Every single move you make for your turn is less about what tree you're putting out on your board, and it's always about how your hand looks at the end of your turn. It is always about what you think everyone else has in their hand and less about what you're putting on the board. Now, what you're putting on the board is important, and what everyone else puts on the board is also very important because you get ideas of what they're trying to hold in their hand, but it just all comes down to the end of the game and who has what in their final hand, not what is down on their board. So I love how most of the game and the important part of the game is what's in your hand at the end of the game rather than what's on the table at the end of the game. I think that's a very unique thing about this game that it does.
I will disagree with you slightly in that I think what's on the table matters as well, just as much. But I can't argue with your assessment of this being a great game and a unique game because it's one of the few card games that I've played that every time I've played it, I've never had a bad time. And I probably played it 10 or 15 times. Arboretum is a great game.
Yeah, Ty, you got two things going against this game for me. It's a small game. Everyone knows I don't like small games, but it's not a trick taker. And the other thing is this game, like your description of it being the lightweight thinker is accurate. And it broke my mind the first time I played it, probably when the year it came out, which maybe was 8 years ago. I
Mhm.
didn't enjoy it at the time, but I'm a different gamer now, so I don't know. I'm gonna really have to think about this one.
Ties on the money here. I think one of the biggest pleasures of this game is you can watch your opponent build his beautiful little tree thing, and you can hold on to all the cards that they
Mhm.
It's
drafted
true.
and
You
It's
can
true.
hold
just
on.
blow them out of the water.
They could have
So
this
if
Yep.
some.
I don't get what, hold on, if I don't get what I want, buddy, you're not getting what you want either.
It's true. It's true.
So
What's
Yep.
amazing
good
You
about it is
game.
if you haven't played the game, you build this path, but you have to have the majority of that type of tree in your hand at the end. So if I'm building this great dogwood path, and Ty's hanging on to the 9 and 10 of dogwood, it doesn't matter how good my path is. I'm not going to score it.
All
Yeah,
right.
and as sweet as Ty looks, let me tell you, I played this game with him and he just blew my trees away, burned them alive. It was painful, painful.
Hmm.
All right. Well, let's make our decision, guys. This is really tough for me. What you got? I'm gonna, I'm gonna prove.
Oh,
Yes.
look at us!
For the
Y'all,
trees.
Plant a tree for your
Speak for the
tomorrow.
trees.
Ty,
Guys
just so
remember that
you
Plant
know,
a
song?
tree.
I didn't veto this because
Mhm.
I think Andy's gonna have worse games. That's all. That's the only reason.
Ooh,
Agreed.
that's a
I
bold
had to be
prediction.
prepared.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I think it's fascinating that we are so far getting along so well. I mean, this is. Have we had this combo of us before with Kelly, Ty, me, and you,
No,
Daniel? I don't think we
No.
have. So maybe we found the secret sauce, the secret chemical mixture, the concoction of getting along. I don't know.
Wow.
We're
Friendship.
probably
I doubt it.
yeah, probably not.
give us a minute.
Kelly, what you got?
All right. So, every time I make one of these lists, one thing I fail to think about is actually winning you guys over. I just pick what I want. So, um, I don't know if I'll have Daniel on this one, but I actually really enjoyed a play of this we had at producer Randy's birthday, which is Captain Sonar. So, in this game, you have two submarine crews, you face off in real time. It's just chaos. You're shouting orders, you're scribbling on little maps, and you're trying to really listen to your captain, your teammates, and it's just utter chaos. And it was one of those games I've been wanting to play forever, but it's really hard because you got to get, I think what is it, at least 10 people or something like that. And so it's a bigger team game.
8.
And is it
You can
8?
actually
Okay.
you can actually play 2-on-2 or 4 on or
Yeah. It has to
yeah,
be an even number between two and
2-on-2
two.
or
Yeah.
4-on-4.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just think it's fun. I felt like when I played it, like you felt like you were in the submarine. I felt the intensity, and just it was just so much fun. I love the panic, I love the anxiety, and yeah, so that's my pick.
Man, both of you guys have hard ones. These are definitely games I would not have picked, but I don't think you're wrong. But do they belong on the list? I've played it a handful of times, and I will say the flaw of Captain Sonar, Kelly, is while you did say it can play like 3 or 2, it really needs that full 4-on-4, 8 people,
It does.
because each person takes on a role, and it's so precise that it's just hard to do two of them in a row. And also, this game does suffer from something that Andy, I think, probably hates in games, and that is you can't really fact check what you have done.
Attention deficit
Um,
disorder.
What?
no,
Just kidding.
no. This one actually has instant action. This one's the opposite of that. But no, he can't fact check.
Yeah,
You can't
yeah.
fact check if somebody got something wrong or not. So I don't know.
Yeah, and for those that maybe aren't familiar with this game
But it
too,
is one you just want to play once.
well, that's
Well,
true.
that's
That
fair.
actually, that's fair. I actually thought about that too. I was like, maybe this could be a criteria. Um, well, for those that don't know Captain Sonar, I don't know if you said this, but it's role playing Battleship, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
sure.
Or live,
Yeah.
it's LARPing
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Battleship. Is it LARPing?
Yeah.
Well, maybe not LARPing.
Well, we didn't
Sure,
dress
it's
up,
LARPing.
so
But I did hit her with a sword.
Okay, fair
Okay.
enough. So my problem with this game is just like Daniel said, you can't fact check things. It's a little chaotic. There are better games that incorporate 8 people and some chaos and fun, and we might just find one of those games coming up here in just a bit. We'll see.
Go ahead, waste your veto.
Ty, you have
Ready?
any thoughts?
I have some thoughts. I've only played this game once. It was back in 2021, and it was with a group of, I believe we played 3-on-3. No one in the group who was playing knew how to play the game before going into it. So he had someone else who owned the game teach it to all 6 of us, and it was very chaotic. And that just added to the chaos of the actual, my team of people in this submarine were either going to get blown up by the other team or succeed by blowing up the other team, and that just added to the chaos and anxiety. It did make it a very fun game, and it is a game I've only played once, so we'll have to see how I vote on this one.
All right.
Just sounds like I picked a winner, man. Everyone said played once.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's
All right.
see those
3,
votes.
2, 1.
1.
I'm letting it go through. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, ha, ha, sucker.
There's a veto right there.
So Kelly, this is a game I had on my list for this, Captain Sonar. I had it on the list. I thought it was a game everyone should play at least once.
It definitely meets the
Good job.
criteria of being
Ty.
unique. There's nothing else out there like that. That's for sure.
So
And you usually just play it once, because when are you going to get all those people together and agree to play it? Come on.
Yeah.
but who owns it then? Because it just sits on the shelf.
Randy.
Oh, Randy.
There's always a guy.
There's always
a
that
guy
guy.
with Captain Sonar.
And it's always producer
That-
Randy. He has every game
Yeah.
he has only been played once because no one will be like, yeah, we're not going to play Axis and Allies and Frostpunk and Captain Sonar with you, Randy.
Till it's his birthday, then we'll be nice.
That's right. There you go. All right, Andy. Let's see if you can get your first one on. Hey, for
Okay.
once, I didn't veto you didn't veto mine, so I don't have any revenge vetoes for you. So
It's true.
this will be interesting.
Now Kelly does, and that concerns me a little bit. But I think
I'm
Daniel,
just-
Kelly, and I have all played this. I think we played it at TrevorCon. To me, this is a big group game that is really fun, and it's the ultimate negotiating, chaotic stuff going on game, and that would be Sidereal Confluence, which I just feel is so unique and so cool and so strategic. And each player, for those of you who haven't played it, each player, you're trying to trade goods and earn points, money, whatever it is, and have the best economy. And everybody has different player powers, and it's really, really unique. Like one of them, I think that Daniel played, his goal was to actually not have people buy from him or something like that. It was something weird. But I really enjoyed this game. I've only played it once.
no.
What was it, Daniel? You remember?
I benefited from people trading with me, so I gave very favorable trades. And then
That's
the whole
what it
time,
was.
Chris looked at me and goes, "That's too good to be true. I don't trust you. I'm going
Right.
to trade with Andy." And I was like, "Stop trading with
I
Andy."
remember this. You're so mad.
Yeah, yeah. It's a great game. I really love the interaction with it. I thought it was a blast. It meets that criteria of you should at least play it once. I don't know if you'll play it often because you got to get a big group together too. I think you might be able to play it with 3 or 4, but I think it does play best at the full 7. So that's
Yeah,
mine. What do you guys have to say?
If you watched our review on the show, this is one that we did a review with Chris, John, and Andy, and I loved that game. And actually, I think we all enjoyed it. And Chris, it was his pick of a game, and he probably enjoyed it the least. Yeah, great experience, wonderful time. Yeah, I loved the game. Kelly?
Yeah, I'll spend 3 hours doing something else with an hour teach and getting everybody on the same board. And halfway through the game, still didn't understand my powers. Like it was a very, I can't even find the word, just irritating experience. So I really want to use my veto here, but I just wonder if there's something better I could use it on.
Oh, I guarantee you
Kelly?
there's something worse that I'll come up with.
No. There's always, always go with your first instinct. All right, Ty, you have any experiences with this one?
I have not played this game, but I believe Andy has explained this game to me before, and it sounds like such a fun one that I would personally enjoy. Just having an entire game focus around just an economy and resources and trading and buying and selling.
Well, and you're a big
But
Cosmic Encounter fan, and it's got a little bit of that
oh
flair
yeah,
there. A little bit more
but
strategy.
yeah, my I guess my one thought with this is, for all those people who don't love the economics of a game, how much would they enjoy this having to play it at least once?
I don't know, but I know that I'm approving this. It's no secret. So there you
Woohoo!
go. There's my approval.
I will say it's a game to at least try once.
Yes. There you go. Wow.
Cool.
This has been the friendliest, well, except for what happened to Kelly. This has been the friendliest top 10 so far. We got another one approved. No, I will say this one is definitely in the criteria of if you're a gamer, play this one. If you're not a gamer, this is probably one you probably don't want to show a first time person to. Like
It's
this
a little
will,
it's a little complex. A little
yeah.
complex.
Oh, and it's not even not that it's a complex game. There's just so much simultaneously happening, and it's like you're just like, what am I actually doing? But like the rule is just trading. You just trade and you convert resources to resources. So the game itself is simple, but like knowing how to do it is what's the complication of it.
Well, what I love
Um,
about it too is that unlike a game of like Catan, Catan and is a negotiating game, but basically, let's face it. Once you've played once or twice with me, you just won't trade with me. It just won't happen because you're like,
yeah.
I'm not going to help him. In this game, sometimes you're forced to trade with people that you don't want to trade with because it really does benefit you, and they don't know it maybe benefits you as much as it does. So
Yeah. Yeah. No, super cool game. Glad it's on the list. Thank you, Kelly, for not vetoing that incredible game. Plus, you got to save your vetoes probably for the rest of my list. All right.
uh-oh.
So, my next one is going to be a little bit of a hot take, okay? This next one is on the games, it would be on the list of games that I like to teach. And I don't even know how good the game is. So there you go. There's the first selling point.
You know how to
But
teach it, but you don't know how good the game is?
yeah, because every time I play it, I get a wildly different experience. And the last time I played it was with Andy, Tyler, and I think Dave or maybe Randy. Who was that? No, Greg. That's who it was. I played with Andy, Tyler, and Greg, and and it was the best experience I had. And it's Starship Captains. Now, this unseeming game is like, how is this groundbreaking? How is this different? It kind of flew under the radar, but this game is so interesting. The fact that it is a Star Trek clone, and they do a really good job at doing Star Trek without it actually being called Star Trek. You kind of see the cards and you read the missions and you look at the characters and you're like, this is Star Trek. So that's the cool thing about it. But the whole gimmick of this game is that you have this spaceship that is essentially your worker placement board. And when you take the worker, you actually put them on this track, and the like order in which you use the workers is the order in which you're going to get the workers back. So this is a worker placement game where each worker has to do unique things, and the order in which you use those workers also are important. Now, what's tricky about this game is that there's this really cool board mechanic, but then there's also these missions on the board, and you got to kind of mash those two things together, and it's just works really weirdly. And there's just nothing else like it. And I think if you are a gamer who just kind of wants to have new experiences and wants to see kind of something that like you just haven't encountered before, Starship Captains is that game. And I'll be happy to teach it to you. And then we can sit back and decide, was this a good game or not? And we can have that debate. But I want this on my list because I think it's just one that people should experience.
This is one that I had on my shelf of shame for a long time, and then Daniel taught it to us, and we played it. And honestly, there's just nothing special about it. I mean,
Oh, no, it's
I really
special.
didn't. I guess it's a little unique in the worker placement sense, but it's basically you're just moving around the board and doing this, doing that. It's just I don't know. It didn't feel like there's a whole lot of strategy to it, frankly. And you're getting random upgrades and cards, but it's just there's not a lot of hard decisions, and there's not even really hard competitive play. You can't attack each other. You just I guess you can block each other kind of by going to an area, but I don't know. It was just very milk toast to me. It was very very mediocre.
See, I felt that way the first time I played it, but then like every every play after that, I'm like, this is kind of cooler. It gets cooler and cooler the more I play it. And yeah, anyways, that's my defense.
Kelly or Ty, have either of you played this?
I
I
kind
have
of fell
not.
asleep.
You fell asleep during
yeah.
Daniel's description?
Yeah, it
Oh,
sounded
come
very
on.
snoozy. You didn't. I mean, you said curious, and I was out.
Well, usually, so here's the deal. I usually love Czech games, the things they publish, and this is one that I just feel missed the mark. And usually they're really good. They almost everything they put out is excellent, but I feel like this one missed the mark.
Yeah, hearing Andy give a negative review about not only just a Czech games game, but also a worker placement game
Yeah.
is raising an eyebrow for
Well,
me.
it's not just worker placement. It's like this combination. It's like this weird hybrid of things that you do, and that's what's so cool about it. So that's why it's so unique. It's unique. Ty, you should love unique games.
It does sound
All right.
like a game that does fit the spirit of the list, though.
That's
I'll give
right.
you that.
That's right.
Hmm.
All right. Well, let's see. How many vetoes did I get out of you guys?
Ready?
I
Reveal.
think
Three.
Andy.
2.
3, 2, 1. Go for it. Oh,
Ah-ha!
Andy vetoed me.
Hey,
Andy's out of vetoes. Now
I'm
I
already
can
out.
start.
I'm out so early. I hate that.
You're already out?
I'm already
Because
out.
you
of
vetoed
vetoes.
Kelly's and mine?
I know.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. There's
Oh.
2 games on here that are going to be put on and you're going to regret it. Not everybody else, just
oh.
Andy. Just
Oh,
Andy.
Don't, Daniel, do not count your eggs before they hatched. I have both of mine.
That's right. Kelly Kelly has her vetoes, and I trust Kelly. And I trust Ty. They both will do a good defense against you. I feel very confident about my teammates here.
We'll see. We'll say teammates at 3 versus 1. I didn't
That's
sign up
right.
for that.
3 versus 1. Real fast. Another reason I was no on Starship Captains is a bunch of my pieces came broken.
Yeah, but you bought it from the Ding and Dent from Miniature Market.
True. That's true. Very good.
Seriously?
Well, but the box was dinged, but the actual pieces inside the box shouldn't have been affected, but they were all jacked up. Too.
Yeah, that's exactly.
But it was sealed. It wasn't. It wasn't. Yeah, whatever.
All right, Ty. Can you get your second game on the list? Let's find out.
yeah. I am going to throw out the game Blood on the Clock Tower. And the reason for this is because I needed to put a social deduction game on my list. And as I was thinking through Deception, through Avalon, through Two Rooms and a Boom even, I just kept coming back to Blood on the Clock Tower. It is just the ultimate large group social deduction game that has so many different hidden roles and multiple scenarios or themes that you can play with such a large group of 15 people that is just different every time. You get a new role every time, it feels like, basically, because there's so many options. And the fact that you can go out in little groups and talk to people separately from other groups of people, it just makes me love the game so much, as compared to other social deduction games where you mostly have to share information with every single person, even if you'd rather not. So,
Ty, I have never been prouder to be your father figure.
thank you.
That's an inside joke. We'll tell it sometime. I had to pay for the extra content. The Patreon level. Yes. No, this is such a good game. You're right. It's amazing. And what I love about it too is, unlike werewolves, you don't just die and you're done. You get to continue to play even when you're dead and affect things. And it is the French kiss of social deduction games. And
I hate that that's a thing.
I know. It's a thing that's been on the show for a while. We've made it a thing. But we have, let me put it this way. If you played werewolves and then you play Blood on the Clock Tower, it's like you're moving from checkers to chess.
It is.
And that about summarizes it.
Yeah, I know you've been begging me to play this.
You've never played it yet?
No, I still haven't played it.
Oh.
I need to, but social deduction is in that category of like co-op games for me. Like when I play them, I enjoy them and I like them a lot, and they're even like some of my favorite games. But man, to convince me to play one, I'm just like, I don't know. It sounds like it could be a complete disaster. So I don't know. I
You
haven't been entirely
you
tempted by
got
it.
to do it, and you got to do it at Gen Con, because what's so
Yeah.
cool about the games at Gen Con is you can play with absolute strangers, and they have no idea who you are. You can do whatever you want. You can fool them all kinds of ways. It's maybe it's just because I'm an actor and I like improv, but man, it's so much fun. You'd like it too, though, Daniel. You used to do improv and acting, right?
Yep, I did. And actually, that reminded me what I was going to say. You like this game better than Werewolf because you're the one that always dies in Werewolf first.
That's true. That's true.
Kelly, have you got to play it yet?
No, I had the opportunity at Geekway to get on a like 100+ person one, and I didn't
Whoa.
get to
100
do it.
plus.
But I've recently, a good friend of mine is going to be running one, so I will be able to check it out. But honestly, I'm interested in it. I definitely think it fits the list perfectly. It's another one you got to at least try once. Maybe it's not your bag all the time, but it seems like one of those games that's just a real special event.
All right. Well, let's see the votes. We know Andy approved. All right.
Mhm.
I'm going to approve it as well, and Kelly
Ooh,
did
look at
too.
us.
Let's
Good
go.
job.
Everybody but me is so nice.
All right. So, what should I do? Let's go a little bit left field for you guys tonight. This
Yeah.
game I picked up. I was walking by. I think it was I don't know if it's a Target exclusive. It might be. But the theme was so cool and unique. It's called the Perfect Wave. So this game is kind of you kind of play with drafting trick cards, numbered. I think it goes up to 8. Don't quote me. No, it's higher. I think it's 13 or something, depending upon player count, I should say. And essentially, you're building your best surf run before time runs out. Like each turn, you'll spend your action points to either, grab cards, play them, or what they say is paddle further out. So it's got this long board and you're laying your cards out, and it's got this little surfer dude or chick, depending on what you play as, and you're trying to put cards down and get her out as far as you can to be able to count all the cards to the right of you, right? And it's got a market they call the pier. And at the end, you kind of reveal one, what they call a smooth wave of cards at a time to descend towards the shore. And the better, it's either sequence that you choose to do, because there's kind of goals in the game. Like you might want to get 4 8s, or you might want to get a 1 2 3 4, or 2 2s, 2 4s. I mean, there's all kinds of combos. But the thing that's kind of cool about this game is you have this plan, you're going, and then all of a sudden, like the cards are going down, because once that piles out, you're done, and you're trying to get the tension of getting your paddler out, because if you don't get them out, you can put down all the cool cards and end game scoring you want, but you're not going to score it unless you get her past the last card you played. So every time we played this, it's been a lot of fun. Our friend Pete from FBC is a cold killer. He's like a shark in the water. He has like done triple scores on everybody we played with. So if you see Pete, run. Don't play this game with him. But I love it. It's a great game.
You said it's a trick taker?
It's more like they call trick cards. It's not really a trick taker. Like you have your hand, you're not trying to win anything.
Okay,
It's mainly like on your turn, you're playing a card or taking a card, or those kind of actions. Not
gotcha.
sure why they call them trick cards. It must be maybe
Oh,
another
oh, you're
surfer
saying
Because
term.
you're
trick as in
surfing.
trick as in
Yeah.
surfing tricks. Okay, never mind.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Wrong kind of
See,
trick.
that's what
Yeah.
I was saying. Like I was like, I think it has to do with the theme. I'm not a surfer,
You could
but
even say you tricked me.
I did.
So Kelly,
That
that
was
you're
bad.
right. That was left field. Never heard of this game, which is a strike against it for sure. And by your description, it sounds like the publisher's other game is better, and that's Flip 7, because this is by the OP
Ooh.
and the op. And again, if you didn't see the beginning of the show, they sponsored FBC GameCon with a bunch of Flip 7, so that's awesome. But no, Kelly, what is this game? At least people have heard of Starship Captains. Like, holy Toledo.
I mean, it's got drafting, sequencing, your risk taking. Come on now, it's got the crunch of your. Don't let the neighbor race you to the end and stop your plans. I mean, it's a great little game that plays in 40 minutes, and it's not a small box; it's medium.
Yeah, and that cover looks like I would check it out in the 1980s in the VH section when my parents turned around and didn't know what game I'm getting. Like that just or which video I'm
Did you
renting.
say VH?
Yeah, VHS.
Okay,
That's what it looks
you didn't
like.
say the S. You didn't say the S because
It
I
didn't
thought.
have a superhero on it, so he doesn't want it.
Well, I was thinking back again to an old inside joke from our show, and that was when Daniel couldn't come up with the right term for 8-tracks. He said A-tracks, and I thought he was saying VH,
8-tracks.
like without the S. I was like, okay, anyway.
Yeah, that's how I know it's a typo. I know it said or typo. I speak typos. I do speak typos, to be honest.
That's a great way to describe you. You speak typos.
All right, Ty, have you played this game?
I have not played this game, and I've never heard of this game. Yeah, I mean, it almost sounds like there's two parts of the game, kind of like in Arboretum, where the cards are important, the tricks are important, but also there's the aspect of if you don't get your surfer out or if you don't get good cards in your hand by the end of the game, you don't get points and you don't win. So I mean, it kind of sounds similar to other games like that, but I mean, I've never played it. I've never seen it. I don't know if I would say it fits in the play it once theme. I don't know. I'm a little shaky on this one. So
I mean, you called it,
All
Kelly.
right.
That is out of left field for sure.
it is. It is very, very out of left field.
Am
All
I
right. Well,
paused?
what?
Oh.
Why? Yeah, you were out of focus. While Kelly gets back into focus, let's go ahead and vote on this game. Kelly, it brings me no joy but to veto this one. Andy, you didn't make a decision. Oh yeah.
This is me abstaining.
I just want to say,
Yeah.
since it's a
Uh-huh.
short game, I'm forcing everybody to play it at Meeplethon, and you're going to eat your surfboards.
Okay, I'll play it, but I'm gonna say I vetoed it the entire time.
I
And
voted yes because I thought Daniel would vote no.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
So I'll eat
I
my
just
surfboard.
I voted
Hey,
for
Kelly,
it,
this
therefore
might
I voted
Always my
against it.
nemesis.
so this might be a great game, Kelly, but there's nothing. Your description didn't sell it. Not that you did a bad job describing it. It just doesn't sound very interesting. The cover is uninspired, and yeah. So I don't know. Make me eat my words, but no, that's a very solid veto for me.
Is this a newer game?
Yep.
I have Board Game
don't
Geek
know.
up. It's in 2023.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
So,
gonna say about
yeah.
a year or two.
Well,
I just
And
think,
no
like
one's-
I said, I'm keeping to what I said. I'm gonna pick games that no one maybe not heard of because it's something you should try.
That's a fair reason, but still gonna veto it. Okay, Andy.
Y'all gonna run out soon.
Yeah. All right. So this is one that, well, first of all, I had one that I had to cross off my list because of Ty. I didn't have Blood on the Clock Tower because I thought it might be a little too complex. So I was going to put Secret Hitler on there, but not going to do a second social deduction game here today. What I will do is I will grab this game out that I think is unique and stands out from all the other games we've talked about so far and will be the most unique game on here because it's a dexterity game. And you know where I'm going. You know where I'm
Oh
going.
my gosh.
It is Crokinole. Crokinole belongs on this list for somebody to try at least once because it's such a fun, unique experience. It's, if you don't know what it is basically a little bit of curling, a little bit of shuffleboard. You are flicking discs into a circular table and trying to get them as close to the center as you can. And it's just so much fun. You go back and forth and it's a blast. I've never had anybody that I've taught it to that's had a bad time playing Crokinole.
Yeah, but did those people go, I want to play a board game. Well, let's play Crokinole. And then they were happy that they played Crokinole? Or were they like, well, that was fun, but I kind of wanted to play a board game?
Well, again, we've already hashed this out many times, but there is a board and it is a game. So I don't know what your
Okay.
problem is, dude.
No problem. Just ask the question.
I think you're anti-Canadian is what your problem is. It's a Canadian game. That's why you don't like it.
Probably.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I'm sure you,
Yeah.
as much as you played with Andy, you've played Crokinole.
I have played Crokinole because of Andy, another point. And I would say I almost put this game on my list. I thought about it.
No.
I wanted a dexterity game on my list. I didn't put one on my list, but I think it fits the theme of play it at least once, because this game is not, it doesn't fit the mold of other games. It's got a really expensive board. Not many people own it, but like a lot of people know about it. And like, is it a board game? Is it not? Well, I think it technically is. It's on Board Game Geek. It's got great reviews, and I think because of all of those, it genuinely does fit the theme of this list.
All right. Are we ready to vote? All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's see them. I'm gonna approve it.
No.
You are delayed.
You vetoed Crokinole. No.
Oh.
I had to.
Yes.
You hoser.
Man,
Take off, you knob. Those are Canadian insults, in case you didn't know.
Oh, we knew. We know all the Canadian insults.
The best thing about Canadian insults is that right after you say them, usually the person goes, "Oh, I'm sorry."
that hurt using my veto, let me tell you. But I just felt like I couldn't allow it.
I mean, I'm glad you did because I was going to. So I'm glad you kind of did the hint. Yeah, whatever. I'm glad you did the hint, wink, wink, because Crocodile's not a board game, Andy. It's just not a board game. Let's rehash the debate. Go back to episode, I think it's 3, and me and John make a really good argument that is accurate. Actually, I was watching the Dice Towers. They were doing hot takes, and somebody sent in a thing that said, not Crocodile, but all dexterity games are not board games. Because, again, no one's ever like...
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, no one's ever played like a basic dexterity game and ever went like, yep, I want to be in this hobby now. It's like, no. They are distinct things.
Is there a good example of a game that includes like solid mechanics like worker placement and deck building with dexterity?
Carcassonne, the catapult expansion.
Okay. I guess that's as
Closest thing
close
I
as it
can think,
gets.
though, Gravity Warfare is balancing dexterity. There is some card play, a little bit of party game. That's the best I can think of.
What was that one game?
Yeah.
Flip ships. Was that just pure dexterity?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, you had to hit there were skill, and then you had to hit the ship with your flip. So yeah, that might be the best one. Well, doesn't matter. Crocodile's not on the board, nor is it on this list because it's not a real board game. So we can just move on from that delusion and see what we have next.
All I know is you guys need to be nice to me on my next pick.
That's
I've
right.
got
Actually, we need to be more.
games. 0. You're all nice to each other, but me.
That's true.
I've only got
That's
one.
True. Actually, it's
Nobody
Ty.
asked you, Andy.
He's the tyrant. Ty the tyrant.
The tyrant.
I have 2 board games on, and I haven't vetoed yet. So
I
I'm
think
feeling
Yeah.
great.
I think we should
And
do.
like I said, looks sweet, but he's a killer.
I think if we ever do like a special segment where Ty is just bloviating about whatever he wants to talk about, we should call it a tyrant. A tyrant.
There you go. I agree. Okay. So let's I'm trying to get number 5 on the list here. And I'm going to go with a game that Andy would have vetoed in a heartbeat. And I'm so glad he's out because I think the other 2 are going to be able to put it on. And that is a game that was vetoed from our last list because of our guest, Tim Aberly. And he vetoed it because John had too many on the list. And that game is going to be the best skirmish game that's ever existed, that has ever come out. It puts everything else that's ever been before it to shame. And that is Unmatched. That's right, the 2-player or 2-on-2 or 1v1v1 game of taking a unique character, having their unique deck, and just combating one-on-one. This game can be explained in literally 3 minutes to a group of 32 people, and it plays with such depth and such strategy that every board gamer needs to play this, because if you do not like this game, then you do not like any skirmish games. Unmatched has about 50, exactly. So it has 50 different characters in it. They all play so vastly unique, and yet they are still very well balanced that you can have tournaments, and in these tournaments, all the characters have a possibility of winning. It's as simple as playing a card, which could be an attack, and your defender and the person you're attacking plays a card that could be the defense. You then read the cards and you see what unique combos happen by those 2 cards, and then you just see what happens, and the best player always wins. While there is cards that you have to draw, it's not very luck based because there's you can also look through your discard, so you always know like the probability of what your opponent has in their deck and how what you have in your deck, so you can rely on that. And it's just fantastic game. I love it. Unmatched.
You know, this is a game I want to like in some ways because I appreciate your enthusiasm about it, and I think it is cool that they bring in all these characters from all these different genres. But I think you nailed it. I don't think I like skirmish games.
Which boggles my mind, Andy, because you love like beating people up. Maybe it's more like you like outthinking them and not just like, walloping on them. But I have always been perplexed by the fact that you do not enjoy these skirmish games.
He wants to give it, he doesn't want to take it.
Oh, that could be it.
Okay, sure.
All right. Have Kelly, have you guys played it?
I've played it.
I have not played it. I have almost played it at Gen Con a few times, signed up for it, but just not gone. And I think that's because I want to play it with Daniel for the first time I play it.
Yeah, let's do it.
I really
I
do
agree.
want to play this game. And
I'm going to be running the tournament at Meeple-a-thon, 2:00 on a Saturday. So join up and I'll teach it to you. Maybe I won't get to play with you though, but I'll play beforehand though, or I'll play Friday night.
Yeah, we'll
I'll
play
teach it to you.
beforehand and prepare.
Yeah.
Can I put a
Right.
task out there for either maybe our fans or maybe you, Daniel, since you know the game so
What?
well, and that is, I would love to see you come up with an around the board version of it. Play as the around the board guys.
Let's do it. I'm not the designer, but if someone else wants to do it, I'm not going to say no. Kelly, what is your experience with Unmatched?
I think the first time you played it with me, I hated it. The second time we played was actually at Meeple-a-thon. You ran a big tournament, and
Yeah.
I can attest to, yes, we had a huge group. Daniel was very efficient. He's like, okay, don't think about it. Just walk over, grab a character. It doesn't matter. And we did that, sat down, and I'm in the boat of, I'm not a skirmish game person. But I will say the board, I think there was like, what are they, arrows? Like you can go off to the left and end up on the right, that kind of stuff.
That was
There was
one
very
board
unique
specifically,
play.
but yeah.
Oh, was it? We'll see. I've only played it twice, but
Well, there you
that
go.
and the different fields, like, oh, you can't really see this person because there's this hill or something here and da 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 da. So I mean, all that stuff was cool. I definitely could admit that. I agree with Andy. I think the different character decks and everything are very cool. It's not something I would not play. I just wouldn't pick it if I had other games to play personally.
Yeah, that's fair. And I will say the other reason this is so good too is you kind of hinted around it, and that's the line of sight. It's all based on a color code system. So there is no like getting down to the board and being like, can I see around that mountain or not? It's like, nah, if I'm in the yellow, I can attack yellow, and that's it. So that is also another cool part.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see what you guys got for me. Let's get this as number 5 on the list. What do you say, Ty and Kelly? 3, 2, 1, go! Approved.
Definitely one to try.
Yeah, I think this game
ignore
deserves to
Andy's
be on the
thumbs.
list.
My thumbs
Yes.
mean
Andy needs a
nothing.
veto.
My thumbs mean nothing, but I'm still showing them both.
Well, I take your thumbs and I shove them to the side. So,
Good,
Kelly,
way to keep it
no,
PC.
wait, Ty.
Very good.
Ty.
Yes.
Let's see. Can you finally bring an egregious game so that we can veto you?
I guess. So if you know me, I love trick-taking games, so I thought it would be appropriate to throw out a trick-taking game for y'all to vote on, and that would be what I think is the pinnacle of trick-taking games, and that is Cat in the Box.
Okay.
Pinnacle?
Oh yes,
You kind of threw me for a loop there.
Oh.
I thought for sure you were going to say
Oh.
Skull King, but
I thought you were going
honey.
Skull King.
is a great
Oh, honey,
trick-taking
sorry.
game, and I love Skull King, but I think Skull King can. It's just like a normal trick-taking game with a few special cards. The Skull King and the Mermaid and the Pirate. Those are kind of like Jacks, Kings, and Queens, but they have a rock paper scissors effect. But that's pretty basic and very easily understandable. But in Cat in the Box, the entire concept of you're playing with 9 more cards than there are actually in the game, and that paradoxes can occur if certain cards aren't discarded or unused at the end of the game is just such an incredible concept for a game that of just cards not even existing at all and ruining someone's plans if they get too risky in a game, I think is just incredible. I just love the concept of paradoxing in that game. And I think the fact that the cards are suitless and colorless to begin with, and you can make it any card that you want as long as it hasn't been played yet, is just such a fantastic part of this game. And it's so fun to just throw out a card that is colorless and wasn't led, and you can just say, I want this card to be red and I'm taking the trick now because this is the best card in the game. I think that's great because yeah, that's super overpowered, but at the same time it will come back to bite you if you don't play the rest of your game well. You're gonna paradox. And I think Cat in the Box does something that no other game does.
Yeah, I think you're right on. I actually really love this game. It's a fantastic game. I agree. I only had the issue with you saying Pinnacle because we all know Tichu, although technically a ladder game, is the king of trick taking. Loosely worded there, but
Yeah.
that's my only problem with what you said. Otherwise, fantastic choice, fantastic game.
I'm going to make a prediction right now. I'm going to make a prediction that this will cause a paradox right here because Daniel hates trick takers. And I think he's going to veto this one.
But
I
it's not a
think-
I think it
paradox
is. I think
Mhm.
because I still have a veto. No, okay, listen, Ty, listen.
Yes, yes, yes.
Trick takers suck. Okay, move on. No, just kidding. No, I have a reason. Okay, I have a reason I'm gonna veto this. Actually, let's vote. Let's go ahead and vote.
oh
then
geez,
I'll give you my
spoiler
reason.
alert.
All
I
right.
Okay,
wonder.
all right, 3, 2, 1. I veto it. Okay, so Ty, this is the reason I'm vetoing a trick taking game.
Mhm.
Unlike skirmish games, unlike worker placement games or racing games or like these four on four party games, like these are all things that I think like you experience for the first time. You've never really had anything like that in your life. All gamers have played a trick taking game in their life at some point,
Mhm.
and they know at this point if they like them or not. So I don't know if there's actually a good trick taker game out there that you're like, hey, no, try this, and it's going to change your mind about what you think of years and years and years and years and years of the most basic game mechanic that has ever been created. So I just disagree. I don't think
That is,
trick
yeah,
takers
that's a
should be on
very
this list.
respectable opinion.
Daniel,
I
Daniel's
could agree
still
with that.
waiting for a valid point.
Whatever. I have such a valid point. I think Ty just vetoed his own game.
I mean, if you know you don't like trick takers, you know you don't like trick takers. But I think the concept of having suitless cards and also, yeah, but also the board. You know, it's an actual
Yeah.
board in a trick
That's
taking
fair.
game
That's fair.
that involves some form of area control. I think
Yeah.
that might be unique enough to get people to maybe like a trick taking game if they don't.
I've got something I'm
Yeah.
going to say
Now,
to Daniel
Ty.
later. Daniel, I'll come back to this, but I'm going to take your point there that you said trick takers are the only ones that are unique. When you play something else, I'm sorry, when you play something else, it's completely unique. Because I'm going to tell you there's a skirmish game out there that, never mind. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Well, Ty, I'm curious. Do you have the Colossal Edition or the smaller box version?
No, I already own the smaller box version, and I think it's a pretty early version because it doesn't have the purple pieces. It has like
Ah.
instead of purple, they're like some off shade of pink, which makes me upset because I love the color purple and playing as purple. But I can't get myself to get a different version of Cat in the Box because I feel like mine is really special for that reason. But also, I wouldn't justify
Yeah.
paying over $100 for a larger version of Cat in the Box. I don't think
Yeah.
that's worth it.
Yeah.
Just slow your roll there. Here, I'm the purple. Just so you know.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I will admit, Ty, that it was a fun experience. I did play Cat in the Box before, and it wasn't bad. Like most trick takers I play, I'm like, oh, that was interesting, but yeah, I stand by what I say. So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, Kelly,
I was
are
going
you
to say, is
shooting
Kelly
for
going
number
to
6
finally
here?
get a game on the list here?
I feel like Daniel, the last time we played this game, like he couldn't get anywhere. You guys are haters. I don't know. But I swear, well, Daniel has no vetoes left. So it's literally
Me and
gonna
Andy
be
are out.
you and Andy are out. So Ty, throw me a freaking bone here. Okay. My game is, and Daniel, I know you should like this. You've talked about this game. But my pick is Let's Go to Japan. So this game is very unique, but it's really just tableau building. But essentially, you're taking a 7-day vacation by drafting like activity cards from things like ramen shops to gardens, karaoke bars, whatever you can imagine. It's just beautifully done with the artwork, and you're trying to get your cards into specific slots and times and days to go on, planning your days out. It's like a planning game in Tokyo and Kyoto. And each card has real gameplay effects. Some raise your mood, which gives you extra points. If you stay relaxed, you don't want to get frazzled in this game, or, it could totally mess you up. It requires certain, routes. I'm trying to think. You have to juggle budgets, arrange efficient travel paths. And I know it sounds a little um, repetitive a bit, but it's really something that I didn't know I was really going to like, even though I love Asian games. I sat down, played this game, loved it, immediately played it again, and just loved it. I think it's one that you have to definitely try once, but I really think it's actually one you'll play a lot.
You know,
Yeah.
I played that game and I just didn't think it was anything special. You're right. The artwork's cool, the topic is cool, but it's just pasted on. I mean, it's just pasted on and then mechanics. And I don't. And maybe it's because I'm not a planner.
It's like the least pasted on game. Actually, the theme and how you do things is exactly
it's pasted on. It's
tied
pasted
in.
on. No, totally pasted.
Well, I know when I played it, I felt like I was in Japan. So, just kidding. I don't know. Kelly, this is not a bad game at all. It was actually pretty fun, but I don't see the uniqueness or why anybody would have to play this game. Sure, but yeah, but it wasn't bad. I would definitely have not have vetoed it because it was a bad game. It's actually a very enjoyable game, and if you had a chance to play it, I'd recommend it.
So literally, you should try it and play once. Thank you.
Well, it all comes down to Ty. What do you think, Ty?
Kelly, would you say this is a better drafting style game than that surfing game that you threw out earlier? Because now you've thrown out.
That's not. No. The other game was not drafting. That was play.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a different mechanic altogether.
Okay.
Yeah, that first game you picked, we just don't even know what you said. Let's just all be honest.
And you're going, eat your surfboards. Get that wax ready.
All right, Ty. What do you think? Is this gonna stay on the list? Since you're the only one with a veto left.
All right. My vote. Are you ready?
Yep. Let's see it.
It's gonna be a no. This game. I mean, it just doesn't sound like anything special. I have another reason for it. I have another game on my list that I think I want to throw out that requires maybe even just as much planning, if not more planning. Okay.
I gotta admit, Kelly, I feel sorry
for this for that mechanic or theme.
That's fair. Hey, historically, I heard when I walked away, if you guys asked who had the most vetoes, and I think it has been me, and I have gotten some really great games vetoed. But Kelly, you're getting the shaft on this one. What can I say? You're gonna have the new mantle. All right.
All I know is y'all suck it. You have terrible taste. I don't know what your problem is.
We're not going surfing in Japan anytime soon.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah. All right. Well, Kelly and Ty, you both have one veto, so let's see if me and Andy can get the next couple games on our list. Andy, you are first.
Coming for you, Ty.
All right.
It just didn't appeal to me.
I'm gonna go with this one, and you're gonna think it's crazy, and you're think it's ridiculous, but it is the original skirmish game, right? The original skirmish game, and it's got a great theme too. You've got knights and castles and bishops.
Birds, oh my.
That's chess. Chess deserves to be played at least once by everyone.
Oh,
the original chess.
Gosh.
It's the ultimate abstract game, and it's so good.
Can I veto Andy off the game?
Yeah, I think this goes back to where we could just all
and chess. Oh
These
my
are
gosh.
unique
Do
games
you
that have to be
even
played
game,
once.
bro? Yeah, 800,000 years ago. Like, I blame Chris is no longer old man. You're the old man here.
Chess is a good game. To be honest, I've recently rediscovered a passion for it because I started playing with my son. But you can't go wrong with chess. Come on.
Yeah, I've started replaying with my son too because you know who likes chess? Chess grandmasters, women who watch Netflix because you know the movie, and 12-year-old kids, Andy. This is a hot take for sure. Ty, Kelly, you guys are going to have a really hard choice. And this
Yeah.
thing too, if you're a gamer, there are so many other games out there other than chess that you should be playing. Like Onitama. Like, let's just admit it. Onitama is better chess. They found chess and they said, you know what's going to make chess better? Let's use 5 pieces and let's make sure that they move differently every time. Also, what's better than that, Andy? War chess as well. You get to deck build, bag build, and it's still an abstract game that's like chess. There were so many better ones than chess. Sorry. I approve.
I approve that message.
What about the Duke? The Duke's a good one.
The Duke is a good one. But
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But it's not better than chess.
Ty, you need to veto this.
Yeah, I mean, my opinion on this is like, yeah, everyone should play chess at least once. So it fits the theme of the list. But at the same time, this is a list of board games. And the
You
thing
play
is,
chess on a chess board.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
ain't cardboard.
Chess is a board game, but when I think of board game people, I don't think of chess people. When I think of chess people, I don't think of board game people.
Nerds.
Because most chess people that I've played my board games with don't like my board games. And most people that I play my board games with aren't chess people at all.
See, the problem is I'm inclusive, and you guys are not inclusive. You're very exclusive in this hobby. You're gatekeepers.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gate.
Did I use that term right? I don't even know if I used that term right.
You know, you don't even know. You know, yeah, it doesn't matter. This is a game that's okay to keep out of the. No, it's not that bad. It's fine. It's just it's offensive that you put it on this list.
I would have preferred you say like Santorini or the Duke or.
I'm just saying, y'all made fun of my games. You let chess happen. Let chess happen.
Anything else that's like chess but not chess, because chess is just on another level. It really is.
Tosh
You
Kalar,
either get
Tosh
it or you
Kalar.
don't.
All right. Well, any of those games you said, Andy, would have been good, except for chess. Okay, Ty, Kelly, you guys both have a veto. You need to decide.
You have to do it at the same time now. 3,
Okay.
2, 1, vote.
No! You guys played chess.
Chess is
chicken.
on the list.
Because we need to be embarrassed.
We should have like an all-time, like what's worse, the chess chicken or Trump the board game chicken that happened in the America episode.
All I know is, please, people in the comments, eviscerate these people,
That's right.
please.
All right. Well, man, I am shocked. Ty, I'm mostly disappointed in you.
I thought Kelly would have said no.
How many spots do we even have left? Do I even have a chance here?
I couldn't bring myself to say yes.
We have 4 more. Oh, I'm tempted to go a couple different ways, but I'm going to go with the most, maybe least offensive one, and that is we have to have an auction game being represented in this game, in this list. And I think one of the most unique, never done before auction games is from our friends at All Play, and that is QE. You are playing as a world power, and your whole point is to inflate your economy so that you can have the best resources or something like that. I don't know. You're buying stuff and you're writing how much you want to buy on a check, and then you give it to the person and they get to read what it is, and you get to use any amount of money you possibly want. And this game has a really cool meta. It starts out kind of small usually, and then it grows. Like you're like, I'm going to spend $100, and then next play someone's like, I'm going to spend $1 billion, and you're just like, well, that escalated quickly. And then you're playing in billions and millions, and you're trying to figure out how crazy people are. And then you're like, okay, that was an interesting play. Let's play again. And then the first bid is like $10 million, and like immediately it goes off the rails. And this game is just so fun, and the freedom you get with the auction is also just a really cool thing. And the whole catch is if you spent the most money, you'll lose the game. So you're always trying to, find out how much everybody else spent so you can just get a little bit under them. But yeah, QE, a very unique auction game.
So my problem with QE is that it's gimmicky. It was fun a couple of times, but I feel like it just wore out fast. And although I understand the creativity of being able to bet whatever you want, that opens the door to, like, have you guys ever played here, since I'm talking about basic games, have you played Scrabble with people that are like, well, that's a word, and well, this is, XI is a word, and it just gets really out there. It gets out there. And with QE, when you can bet 10 billion or 40,000 or whatever, it's just, I don't know. It just gets weird.
Yeah, it's out there, but it's kept in check by not wanting to be the first one to take it that high. And when you do take it that high, you leverage it because there's at least one person every round, or actually two people every round, who knows how much the winning ticket is, the person who won and the person who is like doing the bidding. So like because of that, you do have some information and some knowledge, so you know not to escalate it too quickly, or when you should escalate it. But it has its own checks and balances.
Yeah. In my most recent play of QE, I played with a pretty fun group of people. The game got pretty out of hand. People started bidding with powers. So like, for example, someone bid like 10 to the power of 10.
Oh no.
And by the end of the game,
goodness.
it was 10 to the power of 250. And so like at that point, at the end of the game, we're calculating like,
You thought
how
chess
much
was
we spent.
nerdy.
Oh, this got nerdy towards the end of the game. At that point, we're just spending amounts of money, numbers that we can't even fathom in our heads anymore. And so it was hard to like just remember, okay, like in a normal game of QE, you're like, all right, the highest someone's bid is in like the quintillions. In this game, it was like you can't keep track anymore because the numbers are so high. You have no idea who's spent the most. And in reality, the person who has spent the most in a game of numbers of that high numbers has spent significantly more than second place. I'd never played it that way, but there was one guy who kept doing powers, and then we all just started doing powers because you got to keep up. You got to keep up with everyone else if you want to win that product or win that commodity. It was fun. It was a great new experience compared to other times I'd played.
So that guy was invited back because he would have been denied at my house.
See,
Yeah, there is some checks and balances.
You're just proving my point that it's a gimmicky game.
It is pretty gimmicky, but at the same time, if you want to win, you can't go too high.
Yep, exactly. All right. I will say it's no more broken than Downforce.
I didn't nominate Downforce.
All right.
Some self-respect.
All right. Are we ready to vote? Kelly, Ty, it's down to you two. What you got?
3,
I'm
2,
fine with
1.
it. It's good enough.
Approved.
This is a game I almost put on my list for this.
Ouch,
I didn't because I thought no one else would like it.
No, I like it.
You know,
Yeah.
I talked a little trash on it. I still probably wouldn't have vetoed it though.
Yeah, and I heard the expansion actually like helps it a lot. I guess too.
It does.
So much better.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to play that.
I don't know if it's. I don't know if I want this as the only auction game on the list, but here we are. I don't know.
I mean, it's this or Power Grid, so.
Oh, we know what I do.
All right, Ty. We got 7 on the list. Are you going to be number 8?
All right.
If Kelly has anything.
So,
to do with it.
yeah, I'm throwing out a game
Veto.
That-
No.
that is in a little bit of a response to Kelly's planning Japanese game, because I think it does planning better, and it's also
Let's go to North Korea.
pretty cool. Yeah, it is. Let's go to North Korea. No, it is actually. Let's go to Central America. It's Tzolk'in, the Mayan calendar. I have found repeatedly.
How is
again
that
and
even
again
in the what? That's not
that
even like Let's Go to Japan.
This is a game that has resources and it has these great gear mechanics and these 5 different places that you can place your workers. but the amount of planning that has to go into that game in order to win the game against your opponents is on another level compared to all the other games I own. If you are not planning future moves with your little pieces as they spin around these dials, you are not going to get the resources that you need on the exact turns that you need to get them to do the things that you need to do. And on top of that, you have other people in the game blocking you with their pieces on those cogs, and it can just mess you up. And you need to have, in my opinion, 3 or 4 turns ahead planned out in this game in order to be successful into Zulkin. I think that's why I love the game. It's so plan ahead, and I think because of that, I can do better than my opponents in it because I know I gotta plan ahead in this game, and if I can focus better than everyone else at this table, I have a really good shot of winning. It's not a game where you can just throw down pieces willy nilly and expect to be successful. It doesn't work. It never has.
That was a fantastic pick, Ty.
So I need some clarification. How
Yeah.
in the world is that an answer to a drafting game? I am so stuck on that. Like I'm speechless.
It's an answer to a planning game.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Okay.
It's an answer to a planning game. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
You're not going to get any arguments from me. I love this game. I love
Yeah.
it. And the other thing that throws people into chaos with the gears is you can, what is it? If you're the first player, you can decide to skip a year, so it goes twice.
Oh yes, I love
And
it.
that really messes
Yeah.
with people.
No, it's
Yeah.
a solid game. It's on my shelf. I have the expansion. It's one of my T games, so I mean, it is an excellent pick, and I'm really irritated right now. I can't veto you, so
Yeah.
I just really wanted this on the list, and I thought that this probably covers up the Japan game a little bit better than the Japan game would
Sure.
cover up to Zulkin, in my opinion. That's
just
the only
wanna
reason
say-
why.
audience, see what I mean? Cruel,
Yeah.
cruel.
I love that you picked such a on the nose game that even Kelly, in her anger, can't veto it. That's like
So
well
good.
played, sir. Well played.
And I just can't
It was.
refuse. I can't get past, whenever we're going to talk about this game, I can't do it without saying, Tzolk'in! Which sounds
And
like the
yo-
old Street Fighter game.
Have y'all ever seen a painted version? It is so amazing
Oh,
that
yeah.
I can't stand an unpainted one, to be honest with you.
That'd be hard to paint.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of work.
It's impressive.
Nah,
The painted one.
it's dry brushes. It's actually easier than you would think, but it does escalate the game for sure. So, hey, good job. Hey, well, let's take the vote, Kelly. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's unanimous. It's
Yes.
approved. Didn't have to be
The
unanimous, but
least
it was.
shocker.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. No, and it really is. It's in a unique game too, Ty. Like, good job to keep it on track with, something, because this is worker placement. We've talked about this before. Like, can you do Zulkin in any other way but the gears? Because you put a worker on there, the gear turns, and then now you're going to resolve a different action when you take it off. And it's like you technically could, but it would literally mean like you'd have to move every one of your workers up 1 on a track every turn, and it
Yeah.
would just feel so like, I don't know, weird and fiddly. But with that one turn of the dial, perfection. French kiss. All right, Kelly. Let's see. Can you get through the last veto and get a game on the list?
I feel like I could do better standing up with my eyes closed, walk across all my board games, and just tell me to stop and grab one will do better than trying to feed any game. I'm so demoralized. So demoralized. I have zero faith in people anymore. Thank you. I appreciate it very much. So now that I'm done crying, if y'all deny this one, I'm probably gonna get up and leave. I'm just at that point. Like, you guys are just terrible people. So my pick is, and I don't even know if I'm gonna say it right. I'm so mad. It's called Fiam. So this game,
Okay.
I think when it first came out, had some buzz, but it immediately seemed to go away, in my opinion. And it's a Freedom Freeze, I believe, and has a green box, blah, blah, blah. It looks ugly. If you look at the back, there's nothing special about it. You know what I mean? But what I love about it is you act as advisors. You're supposedly shaping Egypt's fertile oasis. And
Sure.
I know that's what it's fancy. Um, but you're playing and upgrading action cards. You're building farms, settlements, canals. There's a market. Each card you add to your deck becomes part of a really clever system. I think you play cards in any order you want, but when you retrieve them, only in the order that you played them. So I
Reverse
take
order,
your
even.
planning game and I check you with this one, because this one you definitely need to know where you're going before you get there, because you're going to go backwards with it. Kind of. Um, but anyways, so I just think it's a really cool twist. I think it's very unique. It's got a lot of crunchy decisions. And this is definitely a game about timing, because other players can play off what you work hard to build. So you better time it right, or make sure you're doing it at a time that they can't. You got to watch your neighbor. And every gameplay I've had of this has been so much fun. And I think it's one of those games that at full player count, I think it's 6, it's still pretty dang good. And I think that says
Yeah.
a lot.
This was a great pick. And Ty, if you can't see the picture of this, if you didn't look it up, it's not going to impress you. There's literally one piece of art in the entire game, and it's not an exaggeration. And
It's a sign
but
of a
this
good
game
game.
is, I know. Well, don't let the art distract you, because it is actually fantastic. And what Kelly said was accurate. Like, you're like, you have like area control esque types of things on the board. You're not controlling areas, but you're like playing a building. And then because you played a building, somebody can build a road off of it. And because you build a road, somebody can build a quarry off of it. So you're always like, oh man, do I really want to do this right now? Because if I do, they could unload. And then that reverse order planning where you have to pay to get your cards back. Like you get to take 3 for free and then you have to pay. It gives you some great decisions. It's almost like a deck building game where you get to like just keep your deck in the deck if you wanted to, but you have to pay to get the cards you want out. Yeah, fantastic, Kelly. Great pick.
Finally.
I have
Andy,
nothing to say. I have not played it, but
Oh,
it fits my criteria of good German games that look terrible and play great. So
your criteria. I thought that was Chris's criteria.
no, it's my criteria too. It's just usually he likes Friedman Freeze and I like Stefan Feld more. But you know,
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Andy's bringing back the new old man.
Yeah, well, you know, we've talked about this, and there's not a big divide between Andy and Chris. I think it's about the length of play. That's probably the only thing that really divides the two.
yeah, because I don't think I have the patience to do an 18xx game
No, you do not.
Who does?
or the attention.
All right, Ty,
Or
give
the
us your
torch.
thoughts and then give us your vote.
This does sound like pretty intriguing game. The timing of do I play this now or later because someone else can play off. I do really like those games. It sounds a lot better than a tile laying game. I'm not a fan of most tile laying games. So
Okay.
the fact that you can keep your cards in your deck and play them out when you need to, that does intrigue me. This might belong in the list. Let's see.
All right. Well, you got
right.
the vote.
All
Let's see.
right.
Thumbs down. Thumbs down. Thumbs down.
I am
Approved.
thumbs up in this one.
That's
This one
right.
sounds like a game I would
Kelly's on the
enjoy.
list.
Yeah.
Finally deserved.
Well, you finally
Bunch of
picked a
haters.
good game. My
It sounds
goodness.
like a game that deserves to be on this list. Yeah.
I'm just not cookie cutter.
Thought about nominating any Stefan Feld game, but I don't think you would let me do that. Just call it any Stefan Feld game. I think you would disqualify me for doing that.
Yes.
But this one I'm
Yes,
going to
there's
put on the
bad
list.
ones.
There's mediocre ones. I don't know if there any are bad. So I'm going to put a game on there that I have actually not played. But everybody I've talked to says this is the game. You've got to play this at least once. Every gamer's got to play this at least once. It's a long one, but it's Twilight Imperium. I've yet to play Twilight Imperium, but everybody's told me you got to play that at least once.
That's a Stefan Feld.
No,
I was waiting
no,
for a
no, no,
Stefan
no, no,
Feld
no, no,
game.
No, no, no.
No.
No, I didn't do a Stefan Feld.
Okay.
All right.
Twilight
Can
Imperium.
you explain
sense.
what it is? Can you explain
Yeah.
what Twilight Imperium is?
I
Yeah.
can't because I've never played it. I can tell you that I think I've heard it's like Eclipse, and I like Eclipse an awful lot. So I'll tell you what Eclipse is like, and maybe that's what Twilight Imperium is like, and that is you build a fleet of ships, you do some exploration, you actually kind of skirmish, I guess, don't you, Daniel?
Yeah.
In a sense.
Yeah. Not a skirmish game, but yes, you do
right?
fight each other.
Okay,
There's
you
certain
fight each other.
Faction
isn't it?
powers.
Faction
Yep.
powers and lots of upgrades and things like that. I assume that's what Twilight Imperium is like.
And there is a lot of negotiation as well, like actual negotiation.
Right. Okay. Fair. So yeah, that's what I want to. I want to get played. I think most gamers I've talked to have been like, "Oh man, have you played Twilight Imperium?" And that's usually like, maybe they don't ever want to play it again, or maybe they just haven't played it, or they just can't commit to it because it's so long. But everybody seems to think it's a game worth playing.
I mean, it was going to be on my short list because you're right. Like, it's definitely a game, but I didn't think it was going to play well on this list. So I did not, I didn't put it on my list.
So I don't care about commenting. Ty, you have to veto this game. You have to veto this game.
I have to veto this game.
You have to. You won't even get a chance of getting one of your own. You have to veto this.
But don't you have a veto?
Yes, but it won't matter because it won't get to me.
Oh, true. Well, my opinions on this game, I've played it. I played it once, exactly once, and it was pretty fun. The whole mechanic of you get to, I believe there's like 8 different phases that you have to like draft to do, and you get to do like 2 of them, and then everyone else like also gets to take part in those, but you get to do them a little bit better than everyone else. It's one of those kind of games. But yeah, it's just a huge skirmish. It's very similar to Eclipse, like Andy said, but the factions have a very, very large part in how you play this game, and there's lots of factions. It's kind of like how Cosmic Encounter has all of their different aliens. It's very similar in that regard, which I love Cosmic Encounter, but honestly, I've had the opportunity to play Twilight Imperium 2 other times after the first time I played it, and I kindly declined both times. Even though I was right there and they were begging me to play, I just couldn't bring myself to play that game when I could play 3 other good games like Tzolk'in in the time it takes to play one game of Twilight Imperium.
But you did play it once. You did play it once.
I did play it once, yeah.
But what is the amount of people that would actually even try to play this once? I mean, you said you could play 3 games. I beg to differ. You could get 12 or more games in for the time.
It depends on how long. The game that I played was 6 hours long exactly. So
that's actually,
and I've been told that's a
short
game.
That's impressive.
That's about 24 games of no thanks.
Yeah, it's a lot of games of no thanks.
Now, I did once know a crew that came to Tabletop Thursday nights back in the day. Now, they played consistently every week. They nailed it in 4 hours. They were geniuses.
Wow,
that has been like the most impressive thing I've seen.
I heard if you're used to the game, it does play quicker, which is said about a lot of games, but that one holds true as well. All right, well, Ty and Kelly, you guys have a dilemma. Are you going to let chess get on there again by both of you vote allowing this to go through, and then living with the fact that Andy put more games on this than you did? I mean, you got to consider that.
I'm just saying, Ty's got to do a solid for me. He's been so cruel. Like,
you have to vote at the same time.
I know.
All right, you got
3,
your sign, Kelly?
2, 1, vote!
No! Damn it!
This game is on my list. So I had to say yes. I mean, yeah.
This is like the worst ending to this top 10 ever.
I think I have this game and The Mind as my only 2 games left on my list. And if it came around to me, I would have said Twilight Imperium for my turn.
I'm
okay with Andy getting this on the list because it would have been mine. That's why.
Well, Kelly, it wasn't going to get back to you anyways. I don't know why you didn't just vote.
I just had tried to have faith.
She was so concerned. She was so concerned about your pick, Daniel. She wanted to save it for that to make sure she vetoed that.
I will tell you what my pick was going to be. I had 2. I had either, I wasn't going to pick this one. I was going to pick Root, which I think, it's a coin series game, which is a whole nother side hobby. So I think Root is a good game to play to figure out if you like games like that, just like TI4 was. And then the other one was, I wasn't going to say 18xx. I wasn't going to pull a Chris because I don't think everybody should play 18xx. But what they should play is the Iron Rail series, which takes there's 4 different games in that series, and each one takes a aspect of 18xx and breaks it down into a 1-hour chunk. And if you like that, then you might actually want to invest the 6 hours or 8 hours into an 18xx because it would be worth it. Because the Iron Rail series does such a fantastic job at giving you bite-sized little morsels of 18xx. So those are my 2 honorable mentions that I didn't get to say.
Unfortunately, Daniel, it's not a top 11 list. It's a top 10 list.
Oh, I know. And unfortunately, Kelly tried to strong-arm Ty, and she failed. That was 2 games of chickens you guys played, and you both lost.
Is that
Ty,
on the list?
what were your...
Yeah.
Chicken?
Well, Kelly, what were your honorable mentions that didn't get mentioned?
One of mine was actually Wild Gardens. I got to play this actually with John and Pete, and it was really fun. You're essentially foraging for ingredients to cook dishes for guests. Each turn, you kind of move along a map to gather. You kind of upgrade skills, prepare recipes. It actually, for what seemed like a light, kind of pretty game, actually turned out to have a lot of pretty deep decisions, and it was a lot of fun. Everybody loved it, and I'm kind of upset, Daniel. You know why I really wanted to talk about this one earlier? Because I was going to say how it was described. It's a cozy strategic game.
Cozy. Hate that word. Oh,
Twilight
we had
Imperium
some...
is definitely not cozy.
No, it takes cozy to lunch. We had some... I posted my little segment, 2-minute rant about the cozy games, and we had 2 people who really, really laid into me about being disagreeable with cozy games. It was funny. Go watch those. Go look at those comments. They were funny.
A lot of hot
No,
takes.
what is Pete playing? Like I look over when Pete's playing at Second Friday, he looks like he has good games. Apparently, when he plays with you, he picks like the weirdest, like mundane looking games ever. Though this one does look prettier, but it like in a weird like 1970s portrait way. I don't know.
It's a lot of fun, Daniel. Don't knock it till you try it.
I won't knock it, but you have only yourself to blame for this less, Kelly. You picked some obscure stuff.
Hence staying on track of what I said from the beginning.
All right, fair. Way to stick to your guns. Andy, what's your honorable mentions?
I had a few more, but the one that I probably would have put on next is an oldie but a goodie, and it just I think it was maybe the first of its kind where you choose a role and then everybody else gets to do that thing, but you get to do more with it, and that's going to be Puerto Rico. Which what would you think I was going to say? You were all excited for a second.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Citadels.
Citadels. No, Puerto Rico is better than Citadels, and it's a fantastic game, and I really enjoy it. And it's what's cool about Puerto Rico is that you have to pay attention to the order in which you're selecting these roles, because you could set somebody up for major points if you're not careful.
Oh, so the game plays itself is what you're telling me.
No.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
Whatever.
I'm sorry. In the year 2025, when we're recording this, that is not a game you need to play.
It is a game. It is, and I'm getting the deluxe version soon. It's coming. I got a notification.
You only need to play it because it belongs in a museum. That's why. Behind
the deluxe version
glass
looks so cool
to look at and go, yep, that was a game that existed. I'm glad we've moved on.
Hashtag 20 years old at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I still like it. So forget you.
All right. Well, there you go, guys. That was a list of 10 games that you have to try at least once. You have to try these. These are all incredible games. And Ty has an uncanny ability of just never like having anything vetoed. Like, no, I vetoed one. See, I vetoed The Untouchable Man. You remember that? Remember that, Ty. Remember that. Okay.
I will remember it.
All right, guys. Well, let us know what.
Meet me outside. How about that?
I trolled you all. I trolled you all. I got chess on the list.
Sure did.
This goes. You know, this is not as egregious as the very first top 10, where John allowed 1846 to actually be added on by Crisp, because exactly. He was like, well, I kind of thought, sure, it fit the list, and we were like, John, no, No, you're going to have to play it now because you let it on the list. Now Andy is going to have to go to Meeple-a-thon and play chess with anyone who asks him.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
He would. That's not good enough, Daniel.
That's your... Okay, he has to play Trump the board game.
Ugh.
And
No, thank
apparently, I don't remember which one of mine did he hate. We're going to play Perfect Wave, guys. Perfect Wave.
Perfect Wave. I'll play Perfect Wave.
Well, I'll check it out.
But it did look weird.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Andy, get us out of here.
Well, thanks, guys, for being a part of the show today. We love the fact that you guys are interactive, and we love your comments, so please feel free to leave some at the bottom of the video here. And you can reach out to us on various social media. Daniel, I know, has been busy promoting our Instagram. We've got a Facebook group that is fantastic, so check us out on either of those. And, of course, you can do the old-fashioned email at mail@aroundtheboard.net. So that does it for today's show. For Daniel, Ty, and Kelly, I'm Andy, and we will see you next time around the board.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, OP, for donating Flip
Checkmate.
7.
Checkmate.
You're going to have to play Trump the board game. That's your punishment.
Yep.
To do that, you have to be quite smart